Hello, everyone. Thank you all for attending. My name is Noel A. Booker Sr., and today we are going to talk about business credit training for business owners and entrepreneurs. During this 90-minute training, you'll discover how to build credit that's linked to your EIN and not your Social Security, that requires no personal guarantee or credit check, and how to get business loans and credit lines, even if you have personal credit issues or no collateral or just are starting your business. Okay, we're going to share my screen so y'all can follow along, and we're going to get started. All right, everybody. Here we go. Now you should be able to see my desktop. And I also called this class how to get $250,000 in business credit for your EIN that's not linked to your social, and easily get business loans and credit lines. Once again, my name is Noel A. Booker Sr. I am the CEO at businesscreditbuilder.us. Please take note of the contact information that's on your screen right now. And there are 3 buttons at the bottom. The green button is how you can get a free guide. Make sure you get your free guide on how to build business credit by going to businesscreditbuilder.us/free guide. And I'm going to give you a few websites today that will start with businesscreditbuilder.us, and then it's going to be / something else. Okay, so the blue button is how you get a free business credit consultation. This is when you want to talk to my company about the services we provide: accounting, websites, building business credit, a finance assessment of your business. All right, that's free. All right. All right, so moving forward, let me give you some background on myself. I was born and raised in Queens, New York. I went to Morehouse College and studied accounting, all right? And I graduated, all right? Coming out of college, I had a few corporate accounting jobs, starting at the Ritz-Carlton Hotel Company. But I was always entrepreneurial, so I started my company called MediaNet USA, which does bookkeeping and accounting for small businesses. We also provide web hosting services for small businesses. And now I speak about business credit. All right. What we will cover today: how you can get business credit within 7 days or less that's linked to your EIN, not your social, even if you are a startup or have bad personal credit now. Then immediately start using it to get the credit you want and need, even from major sources like Target, Walmart, Staples, Lowe's, Visa, MasterCard, and more. How you can access loans, even as a startup, have credit challenges, or lack collateral. Okay. Now, before I get started, let me just note that you can take notes. I'm going to go pretty fast. At particular times, I'll see if you got any questions. And so let's go. Most people fail trying to get money and grow their business. Hey, hold on. If y'all can see me, if y'all can hear me, and you know where the chat is, put in the box your business name and the type of business that you operate. Can y'all do that? All right, let's do it. Okay, most people try to get money from the bank when they need money. Most don't know that EIN credit can be built regardless of personal credit quality. Many apply for credit in the wrong order. Many entrepreneurs don't know that money is available based on business strengths, okay? Now, this seminar is for you if you're looking for money to start or grow a business, or you want to build credit that's not linked to your social. Okay, let's get going. What is business credit? Business credit is credit that is obtained in a business name. With business credit, the business builds its own credit profile and credit score for its EIN number. This credit is in the business name and based on the business's ability to pay, not the business owner's ability to pay, okay? The business can qualify for revolving store credit cards like Staples, Lowe's, Sam's Club, Costco, and more. How about that? Okay, why business credit is awesome. And make sure you check out my hashtag business credit is real. That's also the name of my blog and the Spotify podcast. So business credit has no effect on your personal credit. No personal guarantee is needed in order to build business credit. Business credit building is fast compared to personal credit, because personal credit, there's 5 factors that affect your personal credit, right? And some of them you don't have that much control over. But with business credit, there's one thing that affects your business credit, and that's how you pay your bills. With business credit, you can offset current expenses, right? You can increase approved amounts with better rates and terms. No collateral, cash flow, or good credit is needed to build business credit. And once you have business credit, you have access to loans and credit lines. I see y'all coming in the room. Welcome to everybody coming in the room. By the way, this will be on YouTube. So if you are watching this on YouTube, take the time to subscribe, like, and make a comment in there. Say something, all right, on the YouTube channel, all right? So every successful business in America has business credit, okay? This is how business is done with business credit. Now, what you are seeing here is what anybody can see for free. You would go to a place on the Experian website, and there's a place on there that you can put your business name and your business address, and you can find something like this for free, okay? This is for Facebook Incorporated. They're in Menlo Park, California. Now, the piece I wanted to bring to your attention is the trade lines. You see that? They have 40 trade lines. Well, let's go over what a trade line is, just so we're all on the same page, okay? Because the trade lines is the basis for building up business credit, all right? So this is what a trade line is. I want to make sure that we're all on the same page from the beginning, okay? All right. If you're coming in, please put in the chat box the name of your company and what you do, all right? What your company does, all right? So here we go. This is what a trade line is. A trade line is when you go to a company and they give you an account, right? They give you an account where you can buy something on credit. Then you go buy something on credit, which means you have the item. They gave you an invoice so you can know when and what to pay and how to pay it and all that good stuff, right? So once you do pay it, this is what happens. This company sends a report to the business credit reporting agencies, right? And the report says XYZ company, they got an account with us. They have X amount of limit with us. They made a purchase and they paid it off in X amount of days, right? So then they send that report to the business credit reporting agencies. The business credit reporting agencies puts that information on your business credit profile. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is one trade line, all right? That's one trade line. This company that just gave you the credit, that's one trade line. Does everybody understand what a trade line is? You can open up your mic. You can put a question in the box, whatever you want to do. All right. Okay. Who we got in here? All right. No questions? All right. All right. No questions? No. Everybody understands what a trade line is, right? Okay. Cool. Okay. So let's go to the next one. Look at this. This one is Microsoft Corporation. They're in Redmond, Washington, and they have 131 trade lines, right? Now, check this out. Walmart, they're like the king of business credit. So what Walmart does is they go to a company like Bounty, right? And they'll say, hey, let me get a truckload of toilet paper, right? Now, the owner of Walmart don't go in his pocket and pay this. He don't ask the accounting department to cut a check for this. The toilet paper shows up at the store. They put it on the shelf, right? And then we go in there and buy it, right? They take our money and pay the bill. That's how it goes, right? They take our money, they pay that bill, and then Bounty says, hey, you did that good. Here's 5 truckloads. And you just keep flipping it. That's what they do. They keep flipping it. And this is how business is done at the big corporate level and at the small business level. At the small business level, let's say the corner store, when the bread delivery comes in, they're not paying for that bread right there. They're counting how many units came in and how many units went out. And this is how business is done, everybody, with business credit, business to business, right? How we can help. The business credit builder is powered by the Business Finance Suite. We show you how to make your business credible in the eyes of the lender. Our high-tech software helps you build your business credit to access high-limit store credit, business loans, and credit lines. We work with all legitimate types of funding programs that are available today, offering funding through hundreds of investors and lenders through a multitude of different funding programs, okay? That's how we do it, okay? All right, before we get started how building business credit, let me see who's in here. We got Yvonne with TM Dependable Transportation. We got Latera, I'm messing up your name already, Miss Parrish. Diamond Diva Dream LLC. All right. So waist shaper, fat burner, thigh shaper, etc. All right. Okay. Let's see what else we got in here. Rock Your Spot Events LLC. I like that. Rock Your Spot Events, event planning and coordinating. All right, Joe. I appreciate that. Yeah. Okay. So let's build some business credit. How do you build business credit? All right. Make sure y'all take notes, ask questions. You can open up your mic and you can put questions in the chat if you like. All right. Let's do it. Okay. This is what I want to say. Before we even get started, I want to say building business credit is a step-by-step process. Each step is needed for the next step. So there's no skipping steps. Comprende? Comprende. All right. Now, the first step is fundability. I also call this credibility, right? To make your business credible in the eyes of the lender. A business owner, as a business owner, you may be beginning to hear the word fundability a lot. It may come from lenders, various media platforms, or your own current creditors. What is fundability? The ability of your business to get funding. When lenders consider funding your business, does it appear to them to be a good idea to make the loan? What do they look at to make that determination? What does a business how does a big business become fundable? When a lender considers lending to your business, do they feel that you are a high risk? Do you appear to be a business that can and will pay the debt? Lenders are in it for the money, no doubt about it. You already know it, right? You already know it. So how does the business get fundability? To start, you have to make sure your business is set up properly. A great business credit score is important. In addition, there are many other aspects that are necessary for fundability as well. A potential creditor needs to see that your business is legitimate and profitable, okay? Many loan applications are denied approval due to fraud concerns. Others simply because something didn't match up and threw up a red flag. Maybe the address or the phone number didn't match up on a couple of reports and it doesn't look professional. If you understand what credibility is and how to get it, you can shut down any such red flags before they cause you problems. Now, I'm gonna tell you, of these steps, this first step is the most important, okay? This is the most important step. It's an easy step because it's basically how you set up your business, right? It's easy to do, but it's the most important part because of the red flags, right? So like when you apply for an account or a loan, you have an application. And on the application, there are different fields. And if they have a field on there, they're actually going to do something with the information in that field, okay? And if it doesn't match up right, or this is like the smell test, right? The application is the smell test. Does it look like this company can qualify? Does it look like it, right? By the questions on the application, right? So this is the most important piece, right? All right. The foundation of fundability is how your business is set up. It has to be set up to appear to be a fundable entity separate from you, the owner. Now, you have to appear to be fundable. You don't have to actually be fundable. You have to appear to be fundable, okay? Okay, so, and this is the stuff that you need to have. This is what they're gonna look at, no doubt about it. They're gonna look at your business name, your business address, your business phone, your EIN, your DUNS number, the website, your business email. All of this stuff is very important in how you set it up, okay? Okay, make sure y'all got that. Business name, business address, business phone, EIN, DUNS number, website, business email, all right? Now, contact information. The first step in setting up a fundable foundation is to ensure your business has its own business phone number, fax number, toll-free number, and business address. Let me go down into this stuff a little bit. All right. So the business phone number, it needs, and this is a necessary piece right here. Your business phone number needs to be a local number that is listed with the National 411 directory. You can list your local number with the National 411 directory by going to listyourself.net. One more time, listyourself.net. Boom. All right. Now, what you need to know is this local number cannot be your cell phone number. and it cannot be your a home telephone line, okay? That will get you flagged. That will get you the red flag, okay? Welcome to
I have a
y'all.
question.
Okay, welcome to y'all coming in. And Miss Parrish got a question. Go ahead.
Okay, say for instance, if you have a business phone and it's T-Mobile,
You
and
have a
it's up
business phone
a
and it's
business phone
T-Mobile.
and it's up
That
and
sounds
it's
like
from
a cell phone.
yes, and it's
Okay, you
listed,
cannot
it's
use a
up,
cell phone,
okay. Even if it's listed as
even if
up
it's
under the
listed as a
business,
business phone. Let me
okay.
tell you why. I just don't say stuff, okay? Okay, this is why. Because on the application, in the part where it asks you for your main business telephone number, what they are actually doing is looking up a database of all cell phones, numbers, and all home telephone lines. And if you come up on that list, then they can deny you and they don't have to tell you why. That's why this piece is so important. They don't have to tell you why. So you can continue making that mistake and not get that far.
So
Okay.
it's go to listyourself.net.com.
Right, right, right.
Okay.
But hold on, I'm gonna tell you what to do. I'm gonna tell you something though. All right, hold tight. Okay, so we got that business phone number. Now, a fax number and a toll-free number is not as necessary as that local number listed. The local number listed is necessary. But this is how they do it. They're gonna look at that local number. They're gonna check to see if it's listed. When they see it's listed, they go check it off, go to the next. They see that we got a fax number and we have an 800 number. Now we're looking like we're more credible, okay? So the fax number and the toll-free number is not as necessary, but it makes you look more credible, okay? Now let's go to the
So
business. Go ahead, got
so
another
how
one? Go ahead.
yeah, so how do you get the toll-free number? It's still as the same listyourself.net.com?
I'm gonna tell you in a minute, hold tight.
Okay. All right.
I
Sorry
like
about
you. I
that.
like that you asking these questions ahead of time. I'm gonna get to you, right? I'm gonna get that. All right. So let's go over this business address real quick. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Okay, let me talk about the business address real quick. The business address. There are three options when deciding your business address. The first option is to have a brick and mortar. The second option, you know, the brick and mortar is like a storefront, right? Not everybody could do that. I understand that.
Correct.
The second option is to have a virtual office address. A lot of my clients use the virtual office address because they don't want to share their home address with everybody they do business with, right? So that's a good deal. And you can get a virtual office address for as low as $50 a month, okay? Now, the third and the last option to selecting your business address is your home address, okay? But I'm gonna tell you, lenders and vendors and all those people that'll give you credit and stuff like that, they do not perceive home-based businesses as being credible, but they look at this on a case-by-case basis, right? So let's say you're doing hair from the house. Well, that sounds logical, right? You can pay a bill by doing hair from the house. But on the other hand, let's say you're a trucking company. Well, maybe you can't house all of those trucks at your house, right? So one thing to know is that on your Dun & Bradstreet credit report is a Google Maps picture of your business address. And remember what I said about the smell test, right? So now they're sniffing around trying to see if this makes sense, okay? They're just trying to see, is this making sense? This is what I call the smell test, right? They're seeing to see if it's making sense, okay? Okay, now, here go for the telephones, right? These three companies will do you right. Freedom Voice, Ring Central, and Vonage, right? They'll give you a local telephone number and they'll list it, right? Now, Freedom Voice is my go-to because they'll give you a local number for $9.95 a month and they'll list it for $3 a month, okay? Ring Central and Vonage, they will start you at $25, right? So Freedom Voice is the go-to. You can go to /vendors, right? businesscreditbuilder.us/vendors, and you can see the information to get your Freedom Voice local telephone number and have it listed for $3 a month, okay? Now, this is for the virtual office address. Virtual office address. This is my go-to, Da Vinci Virtual Office Solutions. One thing to know about these companies, right? There's hundreds of them in every city, right? Some of them will give you the same address that they just gave hundreds of other businesses, okay? And you don't want that. You need a unique address for your business, okay? And that's what Da Vinci does, right? They got this system where they send a report, they send there's a form that they send to the post office that generates a unique address for your business, okay? And you can get a virtual office address for as low as $50 a month, all right? Now, if you go to /vendors, you'll see the logo, the Da Vinci logo. You'll see a person's name to call. There'll be a telephone number and that person's name to call. And there's particular verbiage on how to ask for the right product, okay? Because you have to have the right product, the one that is going to get you that unique address, okay? So check that out on /vendors, okay? Okay, so one more thing, Ms. Parrish. Let me see, like Google, some people start with that Google Voice telephone number, right? As a shortcut, right? But I'm gonna let you know ahead of time that Google Voice number does not list to the National 411 directory consistently. Some of them do list, some of them do not list, okay? Okay. Now, we're gonna talk about, well, actually, we're not gonna talk that much about the EIN number because I'm pretty sure y'all know what the EIN number is, but I'm gonna tell you the two things that you do need to know about the EIN number. One thing is that you can't build business credit without the EIN number. And two, an EIN number is free. So don't go out there and pay for an EIN number, all right? Don't do it, all right? Now, let's move forward. Incorporate. You know about that, right? Going to the Secretary of State and reserving your business name. That's what
I
that
have a
is.
question.
Go ahead, Ms. Parrish.
Say for instance that you have a virtual address, but it's multiple, basically semi what you kind of just elaborated on, but it's multiple people have that same address. It's like a building, but it's being utilized for like I guess it's a resource center, but basically it's a virtual address as well. It's listed as a virtual address. So basically what you're saying that um if multiple people have that same address, you don't really want that. So basically you're saying it's a good idea to pay for the business credit builder USA.
Okay,
No.
I think I understand your question, right?
Yeah,
So it
basically.
sounds like you're saying that there's a building and there's about 5 businesses that share the space in this building, right?
Correct. Or more.
Okay, or more. So then what I would do is I would have a suite number for my business. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Right. But what if
But
they don't offer you a suite number?
if the building does not offer me a suite number, then I'll make one up so that my address is not the same as this next guy,
Okay, I follow you.
right? That makes sense there? Okay. Boom. Let's move forward. Okay. Um, incorporating. Incorporating your business is the most important step in fundability thus far. Incorporating your business as LLC or corporation is necessary to fundability. It lends credits to your business as one that is legitimate. It also offers some protection, right? Now, when you reserve your business name, they will ask you, I don't know why my video goes down, but they will ask you to select an entity. What you need to know is that if you select a proprietorship or a partnership, then you are personally liable for anything that happens with this business. So you should select the limited liability corporation, better known as the LLC, or a corporation, right? Now, your accountant will tell you better which one is best for you. But I'm gonna give you a hint. If your company is making money and you are LLC, you will get taxed twice due to the self-employment tax on your taxes. Okay. Now, this is not the accounting course. This is just the business credit course, but that's a bonus just so you know that if you're an LLC and you're making a profit, you will be taxed twice. Okay. But get information from your accountant to know which is best for you, the LLC or a corporation, right? Okay. All right. That's a bonus. All right. So once you got your certificate from the Secretary of State, which takes about 30 days, and you have your EIN number that when you go to the irs.gov, it takes you 15 minutes to get your EIN number. Once you have those two things, certificate from the Secretary of State and your EIN number, now you're running and not walking to get a bank account, a business bank account, okay? You need a separate dedicated business bank account. Keep track of your business finances so you can keep them separate from personal finances for tax purposes. Most vendors and lenders require a business to have a business bank account in order to get approved. Okay? All right. Licenses. What is fundability? It is being a legitimate business. For a business to be legitimate, it has to have all the necessary licenses it needs to operate. Now, not having a license is not usually the concern. Most businesses have the license needed, right, to operate, but a lot of them have an old address on their license, and that will get you denied. And they don't have to tell you why they denied you. Because if they see an old address, then they're going to wonder to themselves, not to you, they're going to wonder, well, where are they? Are they at this old address or at this new address? Let's just decline them. Okay? This is serious business with them, right? Because they're putting up money, right? And they want to lower their risk. And not knowing where you are located, that's a red flag, right? So do the research you need to do to ensure that you have all the licenses necessary to legitimately run your business at the federal, state, and local levels. Boom, boom, bam. All right. Now, business website and email. Let's talk about that. See, nowadays, lenders consider a business is to have a website, right? And nowadays, so lenders and creditors will deny you if you don't have a website. Spend time and money necessary to ensure your website is professionally designed and works well. Your business needs a dedicated business email address, right? So what they will do, the lenders, when they're doing that smell check on you, and they do the smell check, they're gonna go to Google and they're gonna put your business name in there. And hopefully they find your business, right? And when they find your website, they're gonna skip over that nice and pretty home page and they're gonna go straight to the contact page, and they're gonna double check your telephone number and your address that you already put on the application. So now they're double checking on you, right? They're trying to catch you slipping, because all this information needs to be consistent. It needs to be the same, okay? So your business needs a dedicated business email address. Make sure it has the same URL as your website. So don't use a free email service. So if you got email Big Booty Judy at Yahoo, don't use that one to communicate with the lenders, okay? All right,
Question.
go ahead.
It's info at, that's a legitimate email?
info@yourbusinessname.com, right?
Correct. Yes.
Yeah. Info is good. Support is good. Your first name is good. Your first and last name, all of that stuff. They want to see that you're doing business from your business email, right? Cool. Bet.
Gotcha.
All right. Got a website? My company, MediaNet USA, this is what we do. We have what we call the all-inclusive small business web hosting program, which means that you don't have to do nothing. I do everything, right? You get domain registration, 12 months web hosting, website design, monthly updates to your website, unlimited emails, expert customer support, and internet consultation that starts at $350. If y'all need a website, you'll make sure you'll schedule a consult, right? By going to businesscreditbuilder.us/consult. And I'll give you the homeboy hookup because y'all are in the webinar, all right? So if y'all say y'all's in this webinar, I'll do y'all for $250 for a whole website, and that'll cover you for a whole year, okay? All right. What is fundability? The foundation of fundability. Business credit reports, okay? Now, remember I told you all about those trade lines, right? So when y'all make those payments to the trade lines, you want to pull your credit reports so you can make sure that these companies are sending these reports accurately and timely. And they don't do that well, okay? I'm just going to say that these companies are in business to sell you what they already sold you, and they don't spend a lot of money and time into after the transaction stuff. You see what I'm saying? So they don't do this really good. I'm telling you, they don't do this good. Sometimes you have to call them and say, yo, where's my trade line? It's not on my report. See, that's why you need access to your business credit reports. And you need access to your business credit reports because when you fill out an application and say that you're a business, they're gonna look at it. They don't need your permission to look at your business credit report, and they don't have to tell you why they denied you if they deny you, okay? So it's important to keep up with your credit reports, to know that before you fill out an application, what's on your credit reports, because they're gonna be looking at them, right? So you need to understand the importance of your business credit reports and how to read them. The credit reports is the blueprint for tracking your trade lines. The three most popular business reporting agencies are Dun & Bradstreet. And Dun & Bradstreet, they're the biggest, and all they do is business. They don't do personal, right? The other ones, Experian and Equifax, they do both personal and business. Okay. So Experian
Question.
and Equifax, okay, I got you. Experian and Equifax have divisions just for business. Run your question, Miss Parrish.
Okay, what about say if you have now?
Okay. Now, most people that ask me that about this NAV thing, they have reports that are saying your grade is a B, or your grade is an A, or whatever. If it's a letter grade, that's not good, because that don't tell you much, right? Those reports do not tell you much. Business credit scores for Dun & Bradstreet and Experian go from 0 to 100, okay?
Correct.
0 to 100 are those scores. So, if they're giving you a letter grade, then that's all they're giving you, not giving you the information you need. On
Well,
your credit reports, go ahead. What's that?
honestly, I think the paydex they giving you is you're supposed to be 100. It has started allowing numbers for some apparent reason. What the question that I want to ask you is that something too good? Is that something to pay for every month, which is $60? I pay for that faithfully every month.
What
Would
what
you
kind of
would you
what kind of reports do they give you?
it gives you a FICO. Let me
FICO.
log. Let me log. I'm gonna show you. Well, I'm gonna tell you exactly what it gives me. I'm gonna log in there now, but you can
No, no, no,
continue to
no.
go.
Just answer this question. Do they give you letter grades?
No,
They give you a
no.
number grade.
Yeah.
And you,
I know exactly what you're saying. At one point, it were doing that, but now it's not doing. It's not doing that anymore. I'm gonna log in to be sure,
okay, that's
because
confusing me, because at one time they was giving you the
no,
letter
it's
grades.
no.
Now they're giving you a number grade.
Okay, like Guns and Brads, it tell me it's 80. My equity facts is
Okay, does it tell
372.
you how many trade lines?
Yes, it does tells you how many, like I'm going on their payment index, account mix. It's 3. Open account, I only have 3.
Okay, okay,
Like
so that report does give you information, right?
I know exactly what you're saying. At one point it was doing like the ABC, but now it's actually giving you those numbers now.
Okay, well, that's good then.
So I don't
If you
know
can see
if
whether or not your pay that score is from 0 to 100, and you can see how many
correct.
trade lines, and for each one of those trade lines, it should give you um, how much you're using, what your limit is, and stuff like that for each trade line. Okay,
Yeah, it
that's what
is
will help you. Okay, now my company, we have a deal with NAV because of our volume that we do, is because we give you an option for $25. You get all 3 reports for $25 a month, all 3 reports with the number grades and all the information that you need to know about your business credit. Okay, so that's for my clients. People that are my clients, we give them the super hookup, right, for $25 a month. All right.
yeah, because that's 60. They're 60.
Right. They pay you, they charge you 60, right? Now do they give you all 3 of those they give you all 3 reporting agencies?
As I'm looking at it right now, it most definitely, let me go back in. Yeah, it gives you Duns and Brad, Equity Facts. I mean Duns and Brad's, that's which is the paydex, Equity Facts and Experience. Yes, it
Okay.
does.
So cool. Then that's a good report for you then. That's something that's useful to you. Okay.
I'm just making sure, but I'm interested in doing the third business. I'll take that chance with you guys for the $25 once
Okay,
I'll
that's a
follow
bet.
up.
Yeah, yeah, that'll save you a couple of dollars, right? So let me continue. Other business data agencies. In addition to the business credit reporting agencies that directly calculate and issue credit reports, there are other business data agencies that affect those reports indirectly, right? So take note of this and do your research. LexisNexis and the Small Business Finance Exchange. These two agencies gather information from a variety of sources, including public records. This means they could even get access to information relating to automobile accidents, liens, and more. While you may not be able to access or change the data the agencies have on your business, you can ensure that any new information they receive is positive. Enough positive information can help counteract any negative information from the past. Okay. Okay. In addition to the EIN number, there are identification numbers that go along with your business credit reports. When considering what is fundability, you need to be aware that these numbers exist. Some of them are simply assigned by the agency, like the Experian BIN, right? So Dun & Bradstreet, they have the pay debt score, right? And they have the DUNS number, which you have to apply for, all right? They're not going to just give it to you, right? So at Dun & Bradstreet, they have the DUNS number and the pay debt score. The DUNS number is an identifying number that is directly related to your address, okay? That's the DUNS number. And it's just an identifying number. So like on an application, there might be a place. If this company reports to Dun & Bradstreet, then they might have a place on their application to say, put in your DUNS number here. And if you leave that blank, you are most likely going to get declined, because they want to know when you make that payment, what file am I sending this report to? Now, Experian and Equifax, they generate your identifying number, right, upon your first report to their agency, okay? But the Dun & Bradstreet, you have to apply for it, and it takes about 30 days to get that DUNS number, okay? All right, and that DUNS number is way important, because on an application, if they're asking you for a DUNS number, they really looking for it, all right?
Could you go back to the screen previous before I missed that one, please?
Okay, let's see, this one right here.
Yes,
This
thank
one
you.
is talking about the Experian BIN, and it's talking about the DUNS number, right?
Correct.
All right. Yeah. All right, so what is fundability? Business personal credit history. That's what that's supposed to say. Okay. And the only reason why I have this listed here is because if you have personal credit, it opens up and makes your business more fundable. Okay, and that's what we're talking about, making your business as fundable as possible. You can get money and your personal credit is shot. You can still get money by building business credit from scratch. But if you have good personal credit, it makes you more fundable. There are more options for you, right? Okay, that's why that's here. And that's the only reason why it's here, to let you know that having personal credit gives you access to more opportunities. Okay. Align
Quick
your
question.
business. Go ahead. I'm ready.
Do you have someone that fixed personal credit?
That does what?
That fixed personal credit.
Not really, right?
Okay.
Because when I refer somebody, I want to make sure you're taken care of. And
Correct.
a lot of these companies, they, I can't vouch for every single body out there, right?
Correct,
So,
but it's true. I know where you're going with this conversation.
yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, I don't do that. I only talk about personal credit. I mean, I only talk about business credit.
Business.
But I know just a little bit about personal credit, just basic stuff, right? So I don't
Okay.
talk about it that much because anything
All
I
right.
do talk about, I know for real. And if I don't
It's
know it,
it,
I'm gonna let you know. Okay.
I feel you. I feel you on that. I understand.
Okay. So, all right, let's move forward. Okay. Business information. Align your business information correctly. This is a problem because a ton of loan applications are turned down each year due to fraud concerns or simply because things don't match up. So when everything got to match up. Before you fill out an application, nothing has to match up. But when you fill out this application, all your business information needs to be the same every place. The way your business name is spelled. Exactly. I mean, like if you got dashes and stuff in your name, you need to make sure it's in there every single time because they're going to be matching up your business name electronically to the Secretary of State. And if it don't match up exactly, they can deny you and they don't have to tell you why. Okay. So your exact business legal name, your business address, your telephone number, your address listed. Let me say one thing about this telephone number, right? Remember I told you about the freedom voice, right? But now when you get the application, that's the number that is your main business telephone number. Now you can operate your business using your cell phone and your home line, but on the application and they ask you, what's your business number? You need that number that I told you to do, the one that's listed, right? All right. Address listed on the IRS for your EIN, right? They're going to be looking at the IRS and their address, all right? That has to match up to what's on your Secretary of State papers, right? Insurances, licenses, website, bank account, everything needs to be exactly the same. The key to this piece of business fundability is to monitor your credit reports frequently. When it comes to business credit reports, you can monitor them through the reporting agencies directly, or you can save money with Business Credit Builder, right? So I told you about the $25 hookup, right? So if you do this on your own and you go to these individual companies, Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, Equifax, they're going to charge you about $100 a month, right? NAV, they get that $60 hookup, right? But we got the $25 hookup that gets you all three, all right? So we save you a little bit of money. Boom, let's roll.
So one more question.
Go ahead. I know it ain't one more, but go ahead.
Well, I can't help it because if you don't ask, you don't know. I'm learning to like
That's it. I
talk.
like the questions.
I don't care
It
if it may
brings out
sound
more
like a dumb
information.
question,
So go ahead.
but the question is, okay, what if you have GoDaddy and you get a phone number from GoDaddy?
I wouldn't trust it. I don't know about those GoDaddy telephone numbers, but I won't
Okay.
trust it.
So you say the best one is what again?
Freedom Voice for at least
Okay.
$13, right? Because
Okay.
Freedom Voice is going to give you the number for $9.95 a month, and then they're going to charge you $3 to list it. They're going to give you the fax number, and they're going to give you the 800 number for under $20 a month.
Okay. All right.
And
I
that's what I
appreciate that.
know for sure works.
Okay. Okay. I got it down there.
All right. Okay, so what is fundability? Financial statements, both your personal and business tax returns need to be in order. Not only that, but you need to be paying your taxes, both business and personal. Business financials, a fundable business maintains financials monthly, quarterly, or yearly. Having financial statements on demand lends credits to the legitimacy of your business. Now, for new businesses, no, they're not going to have this stuff, right? But this piece of the whole program is fundability, and how to make your business more fundable is to have, if it's already existing, you need to have paperwork on monitoring how the cash is flowing, right? That's what a fundable business does. Personal tax returns. Often, tax returns for the previous 3 years will suffice. Get a tax professional to prepare them. This is the bare minimum you will need. Other information lenders may ask for include check stubs, bank statements, among other things. Okay. I'm gonna skip over this page. That's not that much. Okay. Okay, so now this is like all the fundability points right here. This chart shows you all the fundability points. On the left-hand side is all the credibility situations, right? What industry you're in, that affects your fundability, right? Because there are high risk and restricted industries that they can get just from your business name, right? So your business address, the time that you're in business affects how fundable you are, the business entity, the website, all that stuff, right? And on the right-hand side, we got the application process, you got your financial statements, you got your business credit reports. All of these little stuff affects how fundable your business is. Does anybody got any questions on fundability before we go to the next step? Fundability, credibility, making your business credible in the eyes of the lender.
Is is the app, not to cut you off, but is the app is like a blue and white app, or it's the number that you call
What app?
for the Freedom Voice
Freedom
phone
Voice?
number? Yes.
No, it's a telephone number you call.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there? I'm trying to get it, but I don't see it for some reason. But I don't
You
know.
go to slash,
Maybe.
you go to my website, /vendors.
Oh, /vendors.
Right. And there's a telephone number on there. All right. So when you do that, that Freedom Voice, this is a two-step process. First, you order that telephone number, right? And then you call back and add the $3 listing. Okay. And when you add the $3 listing, that's when they're going to ask you for your address. That's the important part. Cool.
Freedom Voice. So you say Freedom Voice vendors?
No. The website is businesscreditbuilder.us/vendors with an S on the end.
Could you drop that in the chat? Because I ain't, could you just drop that in the chat for me, please?
All right.
My little attention span a little off a little bit.
businesscreditbuilder.us/vendors. All right. Cool. All right. Now let's go on to the next. Now you see how long it took me just to go over that basic stuff? That's some basic stuff right there. That's some ABC stuff right there, right? All right. So it took a long time, but that is how important it is for you to understand those little I's to dot, the T's to cross, because they can slow you down dramatically. But now, so far what we've done is we've set up, make sure you can set up your business correctly in the eyes of the lender. And now you also know the importance of collecting and reading over your business credit reports, right? So now what we're going to do is we're going to actually build some credit now, okay? We're going to actually do something. But this piece is not that simple, okay? This piece is not that simple. Now we're going to have to get vendors that will give you credit when you have no credit. No problem, Ms. Parrish. Okay,
Mr. Booker.
Yeah.
Mr. Booker, I just copied and pasted that address, but it said not found. Is there something
you know
missing?
what? It's probably because I did that with capital. Try it with the lowercase.
Okay.
That's my fault. I
No
got
worries.
lazy. I got lazy on that.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you, because this information that you giving, not to cut you off, I done paid thousands of people for, it's just whatever. but
right.
I
And you're
appreciate
up
you.
in here in a free webinar, getting it all, the real shit. Excuse me.
Correct. No shortcuts.
That's
You
right.
telling me partial, but not telling me all.
That's
Yeah,
right.
you right about
Exactly.
that.
Exactly.
Thank
Exactly what
you.
I mean.
God bless
See,
you for that.
see,
God bless
even
you for that
though
one.
I sell this stuff, I tell you all that you need to know, but I also tell you as you're getting ready to find out that there's some lumps along the way, right? There's some lumps along the way. All right, so here we go. Now we're going to go to companies that's going to give us credit when we have no credit, and they have to report. And that's hard because one, ain't no company's going to give you credit when you got no credit, right? We already know that. Okay, word up. Miss Coop is good to go. All right. And on top of that, they have to report to the business credit reporting agencies. And that is difficult because it's not only 10% of all companies in America even report to the business credit reporting agencies because they're under high restrictions and guidelines to be even able to do that. Okay, so this is why this is a hard step right here, but I got you. Okay, I got you. All right, so check it. We're gonna go for these net 30 accounts, which means basically they're gonna give you a little credit. Once we find the companies, they're gonna give you a little credit. And when you buy something on credit, you need to pay the balance off in 30 days. Okay, now there's a reason for why we have to do this, right? One is this is how we're going to start our business credit profile. Because right now we're at scratch, right? Only thing we did was set up our business. And now we understand the importance of the business credit reporting agencies, right? So now we're starting from scratch. So now we need to create our profile. And that's what these net 30 accounts are going to do. Okay? They're going to create our business credit profile. A business credit report can be started much the same as a consumer report commonly is, with small amounts of credit. The business can be approved for small credit amounts to help them build an initial credit profile. Okay, these type of initial accounts in the business world are commonly referred to as vendor credit or net 30 accounts. And some vendors will approve your company for net 30 payment terms upon verification of as little as an EIN number and your 411 listing. You see, that 411 listing is important as hell. This is how we jump starting everything with this 411 listing. Just because you got a 411 listing and you got an EIN number, you're going to get access to this. Here are some vendors who will approve you for initial credit, even if you have none now. So the first starting point is Maverick Office Supplies. All right. Go to /vendors. There goes the website, vendors, right? You see it listed down there on the page. There's a link on there to Maverick where you get the homeboy hookup. There's a good starting point to start your business credit profile. The CEO Creative. Check that one out. That's also on that page. And you also have Granger. Granger sells work supplies, right? Like uniforms, gloves, helmets, tools, stuff like that. Barnett is a Home Depot company. They sell everything Home Depot sells. Barnett and Uline. Some of y'all might know about Uline already. They sell janitorial supplies, okay?
Correct.
So
Yes.
the idea here is to get 5 vendors, okay? Now, here goes the bonus. Y'all ready for this bonus? Here goes the bonus. Dun & Bradstreet. They have what they call the paydex score, which is what lenders look at in order to determine your credit worthiness. Dun & Bradstreet will not give you a paydex score until 3 trade lines have reported to them. Okay, so once Dun & Bradstreet has 3 reports, they're gonna give you a pay debt score. And if those 3 vendors that sent them a report, you pay those on time, then the Dun & Bradstreet score that they will give you will be about a 76. A 70 pay debt score is lendable, but you need to have your pay debt score above 80. Above 80. All right.
Yep.
So
Go get you a
that's what you
car
need to
above
do.
80.
That's right, Ms. Parrish. So make sure you do that, right? It's good to know this thing about. And when you go to these vendors, you need to ask them who they report to. Because if they say TransUnion, that's not the right vendor. Okay? Y'all know the answer to that. When you ask the companies, who do you report to? Who knows the answers to that?
Equity
Anybody?
Equity Facts and Experience.
That's right. Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, Equifax. Boom. All right, so check it. Some vendors will require an initial prepaid order before they can approve your business for terms, right? Like Uline is one of those. Like if you go to Uline and there is absolutely nothing on your credit report, they most likely will ask you to do some cash payments first, to pay some stuff first before they give you this net 30 account, okay? So you need to have a total of at least 5 net 30 day pay accounts reporting. That's why I got this car. You see the car? The car got the number 5 on it, right? Check out the smoke on the car. You see the smoke on the car? But look at his face. His face is like, yo, I got credit. Let's go to the next step, right? All right, see, you cannot skip this step, right? Remember I said, each step is needed for the next step. Boom, now we come to revolving accounts. This is where you want to be in revolving accounts. After 5 trade lines are established using vendor accounts, obtaining revolving accounts is the next step. Revolving accounts, all credit cards a business owner can use and not be required to pay the full balance owed each month. Boom. Okay, most major stores do offer business credit, including Home Depot, Lowe's, Office Depot, Staples, Best Buy, Walmart, Sam's Club, Costco, Amazon, Dell, Apple, BP, Chevron, Racetrack, and many, many more. Okay, and some businesses, this is all they need to jumpstart their business, right? Some, all they need is a gas card to get their truck up and down the block, right? Somebody out there got the trucking company, right? They need a gas card. Another company might need a Home Depot card, right? To get just wood to finish off the house or whatever they're working on. Another company might need a combination of an Office Depot and a Sam's Club, right? You see what I'm saying? So these are things that you can get and not have to pay up front. You get this stuff, you do the work, you get paid for that. I mean, you get paid for it, and then you pay the bill, right? Word is born. Once 10 accounts are on the credit, an owner can then start applying for Visa, MasterCard, Amex type credit. Approval amounts will be equivalent to the highest credit limit account on the business report. So try to have 10 accounts with at least one of them having a high $10,000 limit. So what you want to do is you pick one of these revolving accounts, right? One of these revolving accounts. And you use this one account more often than the others. When they see that you are making payments on time, then you call them and ask them to increase your limit, okay? And they will increase your limit, okay? What I do is I do like 3 on-time payments, and then I call them. Yo, increase my joint, all right? All right, that's what you do. Now, sometimes you might call them and they'll say, well, we don't do increases until 6 months. Well, now I know that this particular company, in 3 more months, I'm calling them, right? So y'all know the routine on that, right? You call them. Once they see that you're making on-time payments, you call them. Increase your payments. Increase your limits. Okay, it is essential to keep using the credit, keep applying for more, and talk with credit providers to raise credit limits. If you do this, business credit will keep growing until higher limit credit lines are obtained within 6 to 12 months. Okay, now, people ask me, how long does it take to build business credit? In our system, it takes about 12 months is the basic answer. But I'm also going to tell you that everybody does this at a different pace, right? Everybody, you have to have some administrativeness about you to do this, right? Because you got to open an account, make a purchase, make a payment, pull your business credit reports, make sure it hits, right? So everybody does this process differently, okay? So I'm gonna say it takes about 12 months in my system. Without my system, it takes you way more than 12 months, okay? All right. No skipping steps, 10 trade lines, that's the goal, because when you fill out an application and they're gonna pull your business credit report, then they see on your credit report, I got 10 or more trade lines and I'm paying on time, that's valuable. That tells them that your management of money is good and you most likely gonna pay me, right? So no skipping steps, 10 trade lines, high limit of 10,000. Cash business accounts will match your highest credit limit report to the credit profile. So when you get these, when you apply for this MasterCard, Visa, and American Express business credit cards, they will match your highest revolving credit line, okay? And once you got 10 or more business credit lines on, let me start all over. Once you have 10 or more trade lines on your business credit reports, you can start applying for loans and credit lines, okay? Now, I'm gonna go over 3 ways to get funding that your bank won't tell you about. And I'm gonna tell you this, not because you may qualify for this stuff or you may not qualify for it, but I'm telling you so that you can understand the thought process, right? The thought process that goes into funding your business, all right? Cash flow financing. Cash flow financing is the most popular type of alternative funding today. And I didn't talk about alternative funding. Let me just stop to talk about alternative funding just briefly, right? So of all the bank, the commercial bank is the best place to get money for your business. But 80% of everybody, of all businesses that go to the commercial bank to get funding are denied. 80% of everybody that goes to a commercial bank is denied. So in the recent years, there's been a growth in alternative funding of these companies trying to get funding in business from these 80% that are being denied, right? So if they cannot get approved at the commercial bank, then alternative lenders are making a come up right now, okay? So they try to get you the funding that you need if the bank can't help you, okay? So cash flow finance is one of the most popular type of alternative funding today. And I'm just gonna run this, I'm gonna run this off the top of my dome, right? So this cash flow funding is for existing businesses. This is not for startups. This is for existing business that have cash flow. So your business has, if your business makes 3,000 or more every month, and we can see that in your business bank statements, then you can get funding. You don't need credit or none of that. This is cash flow, right? So they are approving you based on the money coming through your business, cash flow, right? All right. And one of my lending partners is David Allen Capital, right? David Allen Capital, they specialize in cash flow funding. So if you're making at least 3,000, I even got programs that if you're a 1099 worker making $3,000 a month, I can get you funded. You don't even need a bank statement. I mean, you don't even need a business bank account. You could be using your personal bank account for this, right? For this particular product, right? But there's a lot of stuff out there, right? I'm just rambling at different stuff, right? But anyway, what happens with David Allen Capital is this. You can do this from your phone and you can get funded in 10 minutes. I swear. All right. So from your phone, they got a few questions, right? From that, they will decide which one of our lenders to send your application to. Right after that, they're going to ask you for your bank information because they're going to want to do that. They're going to want to check your bank, right? They're not going to do nothing until you get that bank connected, right? And then once they got that bank connected, then they're going to say, yo, we got you approved or we don't got you approved, right? Okay, but most of the time, if you got that cash flow requirements, then you're in there like swimwear, okay? Collateral-based financing. Collateral-based financing can be obtained if you have some type of viable collateral to offset what you are borrowing. Even as a startup with bad credit, you can still secure collateral-based financing if you have collateral, and the rates are low for that one. The cash flow financing is expensive because that's high risk, right? All right. Now, here goes some types of collateral-based financing. Accounts receivable, that's also known as factoring, right? So this is for companies that can batch and sell their invoices. I had a client that is a freight company, and so their truck makes a delivery and they invoice to get their money back, to get their money for that shipment, right? But it takes them 30 days. So what they do is they batch up their invoices and they sell them and they get paid in 24 hours. In 30 days when they pay, then they get the rest, because what they do is fund you 80% of what that invoice was in 24 hours. When they pay the balance, when they pay their invoice at the end of the month in 30 days, then they give you the other 20% less their fees, which is minimal. All right. All right. So you got purchase orders. Purchase orders are for companies that have government contracts. So if you go into a commercial bank with a government contract, they're not going to talk to you, right? But there are alternative funding companies that will take that promise to pay from a municipality and treat that as like it's cash. So you go in there and you're like, yo, I need this piece of machinery so that I can satisfy this contract that I got. That's like straight money to them. They're going to give you the piece of equipment and you're going to go get the money, right? Stocks, bonds, 401ks. If you have these type of investments, they all stay intact as you are able to get a business loan based on what you have in these investments. Revenue lending, that's similar to cash flow funding. Inventory and equipment. So if you have $100,000 worth of inventory or equipment, you can get a business loan on that. If you have equity in your home, you can get a business loan. Even insurance agents have what they call a book of business, which is their list of clients. You can get a business loan on that, just on the list of clients that are potential payments into your company, right? Okay, here goes the third one, unsecured credit. We have a program called the credit line hybrid program. That's what this is right here. Unsecured credit based financing is a great way to get money for your business if you have good personal credit or know a guarantor that does. So your personal credit don't have to be good. It could be somebody that you know that trusts you. It could be grandpa's credit, right? And you can get this money, all right? Here's how it works. I'm gonna run it off the top of my dome. This is what it do. You need to have a 685 or better FICO score. They're gonna look at your personal credit. They're gonna look at the highest revolving line on your personal credit. And they will match that highest line up to 5 times on 5 business credit cards, up to $150,000. So let's say you got a Home Depot card. It got $30,000 limit on it, right? What they're going to do is give you up to 5 credit cards with $30,000 on them, not to exceed $150,000. And you get access to this in 3 weeks. You won't find this program anyplace else. Okay. So this is really good for startup companies, right? You need a 685 FICO score. And if you go to businesscreditbuilder.us/get funding, there's a video and more explanation about this program. It's called the Credit Line Hybrid Program, okay? Really good for startup businesses, right? Rates are usually 0% for the first 6 to 18 months. This is no doc funding, so even startups can qualify, and accounts report to the business credit reporting agencies. Now, so check this out, right? You got 5 credit cards that report to the business credit reporting agency, and you got those 5 net 30s. Now you got 10 trade lines fast. Y'all saw that, right? That's a bonus. Again, another bonus right there. That's the fast, quick hookup right there. All right, boom. All right, here goes some more alternative financing. We have, because we're like a brokerage, right? I have hundreds of legitimate lenders ready, and we even know the underwriting guidelines already. So most of my clients, we're preparing them to get qualified, all right? So we got private money. So we got private companies that are just sitting on money and they're looking for a good idea. We have venture capital and equity financing. That's like the Shark Tank guys, where they get equity in your business to put money into your business. You already know about crowdfunding, and you can get specialized funding to get equipment, signs, and vehicle wraps. Like equipment, trucks are equipment. Trucks, any type of machinery, vehicles, fleets are equipment. So there are companies that will just do lending for equipment, right? So in this type of situation, you would, when you apply, you have the invoice ready. Say, yo, this is what I need y'all to pay. And that's what they pay. All right. Now we're going to go over, before we get out of here, so I'll give me a few minutes. We're going to show you how to easily get credit and get business credit and financing all in one place. The business finance, the business credit builder. Okay. Now, on my website, which is businesscreditbuilder.us, at the bottom of each page is a videos, testimonials about my product. Business Credit Builder is financed by, I keep messing up. The Business Credit Builder is powered by the Business Finance Suite. So check out these videos at the bottom of each of the pages that show you how it helped them, right? So it's the ultimate solution. Business Credit Builder powered by the Business Finance Suite. It's the easiest and the fastest way to get money and credit to build and grow your business. It's a simple solution. This is what you get. You get business credit for your business, not linked to your social, through the top selling business credit system. You get access to funding for your business to start, build, and grow. Our cutting edge technology helps you meet credibility requirements before you apply. You can get discounted business credit reports. I told you all about the $25 hookup. You can get the largest supply of starter vendors to start your business credit. Now, what I didn't tell you was those starter vendors, they change their requirements regularly, okay? So the list I have today is not the list I had 6 months ago. That's why it's important to be on these starter vendors. These starter vendors are important, right? We get the largest supply of starter vendors. We have a massive selection of revolving store credit with underwriting guidelines. We have the hard to find cash credit sources that you can get within 120 days. That's those MasterCard, Visa stuff, right? No personal credit check or guarantee is required. You get access to the cash flow financing, collateral-based financing, unsecured financing, private money, alternative SBAs. We have alternative SBAs, you see, vendor capital, all right? Our most popular product is the credit line hybrid program, where you can get up to $150,000 in 3 weeks if you got a 685 FICO score or better. Now, all my clients, all my clients of the core package. One of my packages is what we call the core package. You get your own control panel. It looks similar to this, but you see all those buttons on the left, that's like my reseller stuff, right? So you'll have a button that says, build my business credit, right? So you'll go in there and you'll see your course content, right? We're gonna take you through every single step of building up your business credit, okay? And as you drill down into these, right, each one of these is a step, right? So when you go into these, you'll get instructions on how to do this step, right? There'll be a video on how to do the step. And if you still can't figure it out, there will be an advisor that you can talk to. You can call, you can email an advisor at any time. So you're not doing this alone. You're never doing this alone. There's always somebody right there with you on every single step that you make, all right? Now, when we get to the part
This a course?
Excuse me?
That's a course?
No, it's not a course. It's like the steps to build business credit.
And you signed up through your link or something?
You can sign
I
up
know you
by,
charge for that. So
right, I'm getting ready to tell you about it.
okay, all right, my
Okay.
bad. I'm moving too fast.
There you go. All fast and shit. All right. All right, so check it out. Now, when we get up to building up your business credit with the vendors, right? We build business credit in 4 tiers of vendors. Each tier will give you about 15 vendors, and we'll say, pick 3 of these, right? And this is the information that we give you for every vendor that we give you. This one is for Racetrack. You see, this is the stuff that you need to know about each vendor is who they report to. Racetrack reports to Dun & Bradstreet. This account is a revolving account. They give you the telephone number, the fax number. They give you a description of what they sell, and they give you exactly how to qualify. So for Racetrack, what you need is an EIN number, a DUNS number, a pay score of 78 or above. I told you all about that pay score, right? You got the preferred 3 years in business. You need a business entity. You need a business phone number listed with the 411 National Directory. I told you all about that, so you'll know when to apply for this and when not to apply for it. And when you apply for this stuff and you don't qualify, you're just wasting time, right? So we let you know you can apply for this when you're ready, or you're not ready for that one, right? All right. Now, check this out. This is one of my clients. She got all of these approvals in 6 months, but not everybody could do that because she's a stay-at-home mom. Her husband is a truck driver, so she's at the crib all day, right? Sprint 2,000, Amazon 4,500, Tractor Supply 5,000, Exxon 5,000, Fuel Man Fleet 6,000, BJ 7, BP 8, Lowe's 10, Apple 12.5, Shell 15. Whew, look at this. This is more than 250,000. This is more than 250,000. Okay, look down there where it says PNC, right? Down there, PNC, that's a credit line, right? 150. She didn't give her social with none of these, all right? PNC, she didn't give the social, but if she did give her social, she would have got 250 credit line, all right? Now, you also get I told you about your business credit advisor who offers concierge service for 12 months to help you build your business credit. You get your own finance officer for 5 years to help you get the best financing for your business, okay? You're not alone. Remember, I told you, you're not alone when you get down, okay? Now, here's a summary, and we're gonna get out of here. You get your own business finance suite, control panel, discounted business credit reports, free DUNS number, free Experian, largest supply of starter vendors, massive selection of revolving store credit, hard to find cash credit sources, access to cash flow, collateral-based, unsecured, and private money sources. It'll typically take you 18 to 24 months if you do this on your own. So we're here to save you time, okay? Now, I got 2 different packages. Here go the 2 packages, the core package and the business credit building program. The core package is like what I told you. You get your control panel, right? Get your control panel. You go step by step in the control panel. The advisors are helping you. The business credit building program is a one-on-one with me, right? And that's for 1 year, okay? So let's go in here and see what this looks like. Get started today as part of this seminar, and you will get started with a huge discount on your career enrollment plan. You know what? This page is incorrect. It has been updated, right? So here goes the pricing for the core package. The pricing for the core package it's normally $29.95, $2,900. But because y'all are in this webinar, you can get down with a single payment of $24.50, right? That'll save you over $500. Or you can do a payment plan starting with $950 down, and then we make a payment plan for 6 months. You can increase your down payment and your payments will be lower, right? So we can do it like that, right? But I got one hookup, and for one person, that if they're able to do this today, $1,450 single payment, you can get this and save what? Over $1,500, right? Okay, did y'all get that? Do I need to go back over that? The core package? All right, cool. Let's go to the one-on-one. The one-on-one I made specifically for people that can't afford the first one. This is a one-on-one consultation. It's only $995. You can start today with $400 down and make 3 payments, right? 3 monthly payments. Or you could do a single payment of $750 and save $250. Does that make sense? That's good, right? Cool. All right. Let's say you can't afford all of that. I got these ebooks for as low as $10. Go to /ebooks. And if you can't afford that, then you can go to my blog. My blog got so much information, it's incredible. All right. And I got all these social medias.
Can you bag that up a little bit?
What was that again?
Can you go to the one before this?
All right, right there on the ebooks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just go to /ebooks. /ebooks. You see, we got the vendors to build business credit. We got NAB's business credit decoded and NAB's perfect credit. That's the personal credit one right there.
So you said we sign up for the 101 is $7.95?
No. The 101 is a $750 single payment, or you can put down $400. Okay. You can put down $400 and get started today. All right.
So we just go to your website before for that, or what?
No, you can call me, right?
Could you drop your number in the chat, please?
There it is. Can you see
Oh,
it?
okay. Oh yeah, I
You
see
can
it.
call me. You can call me right now if you're ready to get started, or you can schedule a consultation, right? The consultation, that'll set up a time that's good for both of us, or you can just call me. If you call me now and get down now, then I'll hook you up with the super hookup, right? All right. You got my email there. You got my telephone. You know how to schedule a consultation. You know how to make sure y'all get the free guide on how to build business credit, because you not only get a free guide, but you get some other stuff, all right? And if you think you qualify for funding now, go to /get funding. Any questions, anybody? How'd I do on time?
You did a great job. You did a wonderful job.
Well,
Cause I done been in this situation where I done paid some thousands and thousands of dollars, and it wasn't just for what you gave out for free. I mean, it was some information, but I was lied to. So, you know, along the way, cause
that's good information there.
yes,
that
it
you
is.
out for the same
Yes.
information I'm giving you free. Ain't that something?
Yeah.
That's something else.
And
Okay.
I done got several times.
See, now I'm straight up and down. I'm gonna tell you if I don't know. And Yvonne says great info. I appreciate you, Yvonne. Anybody else? Anybody else got any questions? And this is the time that I ask questions. So y'all can ask questions. I answer questions. So y'all can ask questions and y'all can get the real. You know, I'm gonna tell you the real. All right. I'm gonna tell you the real deal. All right. So cool. No questions. Y'all good? Miss Parrish, I appreciate you, because that's how I feed off the energy, right?
Correct.
And you know, the more y'all ask and get involved with it, the more I give, right?
That's true.
All right. All right. So I appreciate that. I appreciate you being here to have the courage to open up your mic.
I know, right? I think I'm finna hit you up, and I gotta see something right quick.
All right.
Because I'm interested, even though, you know, I learned a lot, and I have 3 businesses, and I kind of got them set up, but not all the way. I'm
Okay.
probably like a little off a little bit, but I'm there.
That's good. That's good. So you got 3 businesses, right. So what I learned from, you know, my days is that every business I have, I should have a Secretary of State for, because each one can get me loans.
Right.
Right.
Okay. I follow
And you do the course, like one of my situations, and then you duplicate the efforts for the other businesses. And I got you back.
So,
right.
quick question.
Miss Sonia.
Hey, so are you suggesting to her or anybody to have 3 different business tax ID numbers?
Yes, ma'am. Because each tax ID number can get you loans.
Okay.
Yep. It's stressful, but you know, I'm making it happen. It's a lot of it's hard work and remembering this, that, and that. But one thing about it, I know, yeah, it's gonna pay off at the end. You know.
Right. I wish I did that, you know, back in my day with all the ideas that I had, you know what I mean? I did all these businesses and stuff. And I wish I did have a Secretary of State for each one and knew these steps. Nobody taught me these steps. And the reason why, like, I went to school for accounting and nobody taught me these steps, right? And the reason why is because in school, they teach you how to go get a job. Because this system, the capitalistic system, does not work without the employee. So they teach you how to go get a job, right? So I never knew this stuff until recently. And I got this webinar. Go ahead. Who got that question?
Yeah. So I've had a tax ID number for probably 10 years, but I haven't, you know, done anything with it. Initially, when I started out, I had a LLC created also, but I never renewed that. So when it comes to, you know, looking up this business stuff or what have you, are they looking to see how long you had a tax ID number, or they're more on the whole banking, you know, what your income is through there and, you know, your
More
bank statements and so
so,
on?
one of the first things they look at is how long your business has been in existence, right? So let's say you had your business name for a long time, but you just set up your business bank account, then they just consider you just to have started when that bank account started.
Okay.
Right. So that's why I told you from the beginning that once you got that Secretary of State and you get the EIN number, we're running over to the bank account and not walking, because the longer your business bank account has been in existence, the longer your business has been in existence, the more funding you can get.
Okay, so the bank account is what takes precedence over the EIN and the LLC and all of that.
Right.
Okay.
You could have had a business 20 years ago, but you just started, you just started today.
Banking.
Right. So they're not thinking that you was making money all those years. You just started.
Okay. Gotcha.
Good questions, Miss Coop. All right, everybody. If y'all don't have any more questions, y'all can check this out on the YouTube channel. I'm gonna put this up on the YouTube channel in a day. And y'all have a good night.
What's your name, by the way? Oh, yeah, your name is Noah. Okay.
Noel A. Booker Sr. Google me.
Okay. I appreciate you, Noah. Definitely that. And you might be getting a phone call from me tomorrow.
All right, let's do it, Miss Parrish.
I appreciate that. I appreciate everything. It was great. Right. God bless you tremendously.
Thank you for your time.
Thank y'all for y'all's time and energy. Talk to y'all later. Peace.
All right. Okay. Take care. Bye-bye.
Yeah, boy. Let's get out of here.